podcast, we invited a senior who is a part of TEDx Youth at SHC and is the editor-in-chief of the Emerald. So how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well.
I'm good myself.
Awesome.
Okay, so once again, congratulations on becoming the editor-in-chief. I'm really honored to work by your side. And speaking of the Emerald, what are some goals you have for this year and how do you plan to accomplish them?
Yeah, so I think that, my main goals are to kind of organize the club a little bit more. I think in the past we've been a little bit scattered in terms of what we're doing, and now we have a lot of subcommittees going on. So for example, we have the podcast, we have a really solid multimedia group, we've got a layout group, publicity, all sorts of subgroups within the Emerald itself, which I think is really effective, and we've been working together on that a lot. And I'm also really excited about some of the columns that we're starting. So we're starting an interview column and a climate column, and I think that both of those, as consistent publications online, will be really cool and kind of engage the community a little bit more in a newspaper and also in a really tangible way, just speaking to a variety of all the diverse people at SHC.
And for anyone who's watching this, if you want to write, just email me or Tessa, and make sure to visit the Emerald website.
Yes, at the Emerald at shcp.edu.
Yes.
All right, so you definitely have an extensive course of classes, and plus you're a senior, so you have college applications going on. Are you all right, with all this load of work? How are you handling that?
Yeah, I think that as high school has gone on and the workload's gotten more, I think it's been an adjustment, but also I'm really excited about everything that I'm doing. There's no class that I'm I have to go to that class again or things like that. So I'm excited about everything I'm doing. I'm excited about leading the Emerald. So it's all kind of a source of joy for me. I like learning about what I'm learning. So it's not, it doesn't feel like a huge weight that I'm carrying.
That's good. I know, yeah, it's really important, especially when you're looking at classes and what you want to take, it's really important that you feel like you have some interest in it, because if there's a class that you take and you're just not interested in it at all, it's going to take a toll on you.
Yes, agreed.
Okay, so speaking of academics, do you have any idea for what you want to study in college or careers after that?
Yeah, I'm actually hoping to get into environmental science. I'm really excited about everything that's going on with the climate movement, climate advocacy. I love nature. I love being outside and all that. So I'm hoping to do something that has to do with environmental science, and maybe mixing in some journalism or health. I don't know, kind of trying to find intersections rather than really pigeonholing myself. But yeah, something with environmental science.
You took ACE.
Yes, I did.
Yes, I'm taking her now.
How
I love
do you
that class.
like it?
Yes, I love it.
Shout out to Mr. Lee.
Yes.
All right, so senior right now, you've had a lot of high school experience. Do you have any tips or advice you would give to juniors, sophomores, freshmen who are going along their high school journey?
Yeah, I think the most tangible thing that has really helped me has been talking to teachers. I think freshman year it was a little scary to go to office hours and be okay, Tuesday afternoon at 2:30 to 3:30, that's the window. But it's a really great way to not only get to know your teachers, but also to kind of force yourself to ask questions. And I think that when I'm consistently going into office hours, I know, well, I'm going to need to have a question, so then I kind of really think about the content, and that helps a lot with just making sure I actually understand what I'm learning. So that's a really big tip. Take advantage of out of class time with your teachers. And then personally, I'm a crazy organizer. I like lists. I like planning. I like my calendar a lot. So really sticking to using what works for me. I think as high school has gone on, I've kind of figured out what works. And so if you're not a planner, then acknowledge that and figure out how you can use what you know about yourself to your advantage in that way, rather than trying to conform to whatever planners are telling you or non-planners are telling you. I think it's great. Those are the main two things I can think of.
Yeah, I want to mention something before we conclude this interview. I want to expose Ethan a little bit.
Hey, this wasn't in the plan. What are we talking about?
So recently, I think it was last week when we were just planning the stuff for episode 1, I told Ethan who our guest was. He texted me.
Okay. Okay.
He texted me. Who is Atessa? I don't know who that is.
Hey.
Yo, what do we have to say about that, guys?
He's your boss. You're fired.
Okay. Yeah, I'll admit it. I did ask the question. I didn't know. That's my bad.
I mean,
know.
you've
I
done
now
a good
know.
job interviewing me,
Yes.
so
See?
Okay.
There's a lot of
okay.
people in this school.
forgiven.
Thank you. Thank
1,000
you.
plus.
Man, that's just disappointing.
Thank you for bringing that up, Chamy. I appreciate it.
It's a great way to end off a guest segment interview. But yeah.
Yeah, that wraps up the interview.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
Here we go. Yo,
This was
Wait. I want to do it the proper way, actually.
yeah.
Good morning, SHC. I'm Mia Franceschi, and this is SHC Live. Now for your morning announcements. That was pretty good, right?
Softball.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was pretty good, right? I think it's about 4 months that we released an episode.
It's been a minute.
There was an episode that was supposed to come out in the summer, but someone didn't really get the time to manage the
I don't know
editing
what
process
happened.
to it.
That's
But
right.
it is great to be back on the podcast. Scarlett goes with us here today as our on-set director.
Hi.
Woo.
Super excited to be here. Super excited to be back.
And
Looking
I
forward
understand-
to a great year.
Likewise, and obviously you have to leave in like 5 minutes. But
It's fine.
That's
fine.
5 minutes.
We'll make the
more.
most of your time. Camera woman is back again. McClellan.
Okay, well,
How was your summer? How was everything so far?
It was great, you know, having fun in my classes.
Mm-hmm. That's good to hear. How's your classes so far?
hate 'em. I mean, I love the teachers, love the material I'm learning.
Yeah, he just
Love
says
everything
he just
about
says
it.
on the camera, obviously. I went to the new plans for the podcast this year. Obviously, last year we only released like 4 episodes.
It was a little
It
shaky.
was a little shaky. There was my favorite episode was when we
Didn't have me on it.
when we didn't have Ethan on it,
Yeah.
but that was when we
That
hit
was
our lowest point because we only had like 57 views during the premiere date.
Hey, what was the title of that video? I fired Ethan.
I thought it would be huge clickbait. Like, honestly,
You know, I bring in the views. I'm sorry.
yeah, we're gonna prove that at the end, but stay tuned for that. But a little plan that we polished up for this semester and next semester, we're planning to release 2 episodes per month.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of fun, exciting content.
We have a lot of good things planned.
We recruited a few folks here for editors, publicity, replacements for Scarlett as the director.
Replacements.
I mean, new recruitments.
We have a large group now that will
Yeah.
help us with this.
Definitely.
We're an
There's a little-
empire now.
We are an
we
empire,
were
a
trying to-
dynasty.
We're trying to expand on that. But yeah, 2 episodes per month.
Mhm.
Make sure to check them out on the Emerald YouTube channel or the Goodfellas channel. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. That would be very great and
Make us
appreciate
happy.
it. Make us happy. Please make us have more views than SHC Live does on a daily basis.
I don't know. Let's broadcast it to like the
Wow.
entire school every morning.
I
So
guess. Well, I'm planning to interview Mia Franceschi, so I kind of want that.
Oh, I can make that happen.
Oh,
She's
really?
my good friend.
Perfect. Yeah. Awesome. We have the guest segment now. Go Big Green. I heard that's a new thing that's now a trend. Last time I witnessed the Go Big thing. Go Big thing. Go Big Green. That was a tradition. Back when before COVID and all that stuff.
Not before COVID.
Or was this
Go
like
Big Green is a new concept or like a new name, but they did have like a student section that was really, really spirited a couple
Right.
years ago,
Yeah.
and then once, basically my freshman year of 2019, spirit kind of died a little bit, but it's back. It's getting there. People are really excited about it, and Roisin is at the forefront of that, and she's an incredible asset to our school.
I mean, yeah, shout out to Roisin Gaffney and Mia Franceschi for bringing that back. Or I don't know if the SBO brought that back as well, but
it's good to see some spirit at games. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes we be a little too quiet, and then like
Yeah.
the other team, they have this big crowd, and they have like huge flags waving, and we're just sitting there quiet.
I think that something that's going to change this year because of Go Big Green is the lack of audience, lack of people coming to
Right.
sports
Yeah,
other than
yeah.
football. We've gotten that's been a topic of concern at a lot of student council events. Is the student body shows up for football and maybe lacks participation in other
Right.
sports. So we're really, really trying to get more people to go to other things.
That's what we like to hear.
I mean, I'm looking forward to the Bruce Mahoney tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, we're expecting
Woo!
at least more than 2,000 people to show up at the Dons, USF Dons court. Go Irish, obviously.
Go Irish.
But here are my predictions. If I were to go to since I go to SHC, I have to.
Honest opinion, who do you think is gonna win? Because I have two
predictions.
What?
SHC in 4 sets, SI in 3 sets.
So you think either we're gonna get completely swept,
Just like last year.
3-0,
Just like last year.
or they're gonna take 1 and we take 3.
Yeah.
I think we have a good chance.
To get 3 in a row.
I actually do.
Because really?
I'm gonna say it right now. If there was any year for the Sacred Heart girls team to sweep SI, it's this year.
Did you watch the MC game? It was insane.
Marin Catholic,
was there,
one of the best
Yeah.
girls volleyball teams.
Okay, yeah, that was
Went to 5 sets, and it was close. They
Up by like 2 points.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
that was
the
nerve-wracking.
game ended like 16-14.
I was there. It was
Yeah.
a much entertaining game. I mean, like, the defense was phenomenal, but it's just their blocks.
Kate Lau played the entire game.
Along with Sarah Calder. I mean, both Sarah Calder and Kate Lau, captain of
They're
the...
both incredible.
They're
Yeah,
just...
I was watching from my.
They're diehards
yeah,
on that team.
that was crazy.
Were you there?
No, I was watching from my. Computer.
I was there. You saw me.
But yeah, that was a great game to watch. And SI, they lost all their commits. So
They won.
okay, maybe they haven't won.
Hey, but you know they have that libero who went to our old school. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, by the time this episode comes out, the Bruce Mahoney already happened.
Mm-hmm.
So like, SHC won.
SEC won. What?
Whoa, gotta knock on wood for that. But yeah, we're excited to see what Bruce Mahoney will end up. And there's this. Speaking of Irish topics, there's another Irish topic that I just want to mention. There's an episode, or the SAT Athletic Department released a branch platform called Irish Up Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who. The host did a good job.
I didn't watch it.
I watched like 10 minutes of it. It was very formal. What a formal. Do you agree that podcasts are like informal or formal?
It depends on what you're going for. Because like, I think for us, we're in that in-between area where we're not too formal, where we have like a direct script that we go off of.
Yeah.
But we're not so informal that like it's all over the place.
Right. Yeah. For our guests, we have to be formal a little bit.
Yeah.
If it's like a teacher or something. We actually wanted Mr. Sansel to be on the show, but due to complications with the scheduling,
Sadly, couldn't get him. But
sadly couldn't get him, and that's okay. We'll hopefully get him on the next run. But for this episode, we have Atessa on the show. And to conclude things off, I'm gonna.
He closed the computer. Things are getting real.
But we do something a little different.
He's gonna do a dance for you.
No, but since it's been a while, and you said last week that you just host just to be like the comedic reasons,
Oh Jesus!
I figured that we would do something special.
Chamy went against my will for this. I don't like how Michaela's handling stuff.
Alright, so, oh wait, no, you're gonna hold this actually. You're gonna play and then you're gonna. Alright, so you're gonna.
What's my goal?
You're basically going to. So this is a song challenge game, but not just any song challenge game, folks. This is a very special type one. Michaela's gonna play 5 songs, and each of those songs, you're gonna try to mimic what they're singing. You're trying to mimic. You're gonna like hear the. You're gonna hear the song. You're basically trying to mimic what they're singing, so that I have to guess. And by this way, I had no prior knowledge of what the songs were or whatever genre it is. This is just between me and Ethan.
I don't. Okay, so I gotta like act out.
You gotta act out.
Can
and
I
sing.
stand up?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, we'll fix the camera and go.
Hold on. I feel like there's a good chance a Megan Thee Stallion song is gonna be in here, and I'm gonna have to start doing some things I don't want to do.
Okay. So we just filmed one of the worst bits in podcast history to kick off our episode. To our episode 1. We were basically trying to do a song challenge where Ethan has to basically mimic the Korean singer's lyrics. So we were. So Michaela picked 5 K-pop songs.
That was borderline racism, bro.
And I was trying to make Ethan like re-sing the lyrics so I could guess what kind of Korean song it is. So it can be kind of fun to kick off the podcast because obviously podcasts are boring in general, and we kind of want to make this more entertaining. But oh Jesus! But yeah, I think that wraps about it. I think we kind of concluded what we wanted to have, not really fully at the end though. But shout out to the Emerald, Miss Duffort, Miss Phelan, Lulu, Scarlett, Michaela, our camerawoman, to my whatever that is. my co-host Ethan Arguello. We all came back we're back to restart this whole thing again.
I'm putting that in there.
That's up to him. But yeah, if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.